Hello there guys, Mr. Missing in Action back with another 10 times summon event. This weekend we have 10 champions who are basically billed as tower climbers. These are champions that have essential skills required to basically beat Doom Tower bosses. A quick disclaimer before we continue any further. My strong advice is to not pull shards this weekend. We do know that the Christmas fusion is just around the corner, and as part of the fusion we're going to have a champion chase and a summon rush. So big disclaimer guys, don't actually pull shards this weekend unless you are desperate for one of these 10 champions right here. Now, in terms of the champions available, they're a bit of a mixed bag. In terms of their quality outside of Doom Tower bosses. We've got people like Tyrant Ixlamore. Tyrant Ixlamore is a fantastic champion for Spider with his AoE HP burn, and I'd love to pull him. But we've also got champions like Tila Gormain, who outside of the Doom Tower boss, where her leech is going to be effective, she's basically worse than most of the epics. She's basically the worst legendary out there. We've got a couple of Void legendaries. Interestingly, we don't have any Void epics this weekend. There's usually one. We do have 5 standard epics. I do have one of them in Jotun. He's on the list here for HP burn again. But I'd love to get any of the other 4 actually. I'd really like a Doom Priest. I'd love a Mausoleum Mage with the hopes of also pulling a Seer eventually for speedruns in Dragon. Blind Seer would be amazing as well with her shield there. So yeah, let's get on with this. I've got a number of shards that I'm going to pull for you. Like I say, the only reason I'm doing this is for content. Hopefully you'll be happy with this video. It is kind of the only video in the last 6 days which is not really Doom Tower related, despite the fact that all the champions are billed as Doom Tower climbers. So yeah, let's go for it. I've got 20 Ancients. I'm going to pull those into lots of 10s, and then we'll jump onto the Voids, and then we'll pull that final Sacred I've got there. I've got just enough room in my champion list to accommodate the 28 champions. In terms of rares, actually, from the Ancients, I'd love to get hold of Slitherbrute. He's the last remaining rare I need for my Raz infusion. So, here we go then, guys. Keep those fingers crossed for me. Wish me luck. Let's see if this is going to be a good or a bad summon event for me. Let's go with the first 10 Ancients, shall we? See what I can get. Please. Here we go. We're starting off with the rares. War Maiden, farmable rare, not a bad rare of course. There's the Doom Priest, I'm happy with that. A second Zargala, I've already pulled her. She's probably going to be a book. But yeah, I've pulled Doom Priest, one of the 10 times summon epics. Let's take a quick look. Doom Priest is a support champion. On the A1, single attack, if it's critical, basically places a 15% increased crit rate buff on a random ally. It's kind of a worthless skill actually. On the A2, places 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. You can get that down to a 3-turn cooldown. That's a pretty solid buff right there. But she is all about the passive, bolster. Basically, every time she takes a turn, she's going to heal all allies by 7.5% of their HP. She's also going to remove a random debuff from them at the start of her turn as well. So basically, what you want to be doing with Doom Priest is building her as fast as possible. Her speed, base speed of 93 is okay, but you want her to be going as often as possible. Relentless Set will work great on her as well, because every single time that she goes, she's going to heal and remove debuffs, and that's what she's all about. She's not there for damage, she's not there really for anything except for this passive. So yeah, build her quick, get her in some strong Relentless gear with speed on it if you have it. I do have it in my account, but I've got it on my apothecary. She also comes with an aura. It's a force aura, so it's not that great, but ally speed in all battles by 15%. Yeah, that's one of the champions I really wanted to get from this event, so I'm happy with that. Let's keep going, shall we? Let's pull the final 10 Ancients. What I'd really like to see now, obviously, is that Slitherbrute, so I can really start work on my Raz infusion. But let's go. Let's find out what we've got here. Fingers crossed again, guys. We're starting with the rares again, of course. Epic Seneschal. I already have Seneschal. We can take a quick look at him if nothing better comes up in this 10. It's all rares at the minute. Yeah, it's a page full of rares apart from Cena. Still don't have my Slither Brute. Let's have a quick look at Cena. Defense-based epic in the Banner Lords. On the A1, we have a single attack, reasonable chance of leech. On the A2, we have a continuous heal on a random ally. A targeted ally. Also places a perfect veil and the continuous heal if you ascend that up. That is on a 2-turn cooldown if you book it, and it is for 2 turns. So it's reasonably solid there. On the A3, places a counter attack on himself for 2 turns, and a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff on all enemies for the 1 turn. Long-term cooldown on that can be brought down to 4 though, and the chance can be booked up to 100 as well, but it does require a lot of books to do that. Comes with a really good base speed of 105 though, so he's nice and easy to build quick. Okay, so that's the 10 Ancients. Let's move on now to the Voids. I've got 7 of those. I'd love a Seer. I'd love one of the 2 legendaries on offer. I'd love any Void legendary actually. See if I can emulate my my Void legendary pull from 5 shards that I got a couple of weeks ago. I'll leave a link in the description for that one, but here we go with the first one. What are we going to get? It's a rare. Painkeeper, actually really solid rare. This is my second Painkeeper actually. It does give me the option to have one for clan boss in a clan boss build and one for dungeons. So I'm not too disappointed with that. I don't think I'll be feeding her. I will be keeping hold of her. Comes with a really great speed of 102 for a rare. Here we go with the second one. Love to see gold, of course. It's another rare. Seducer, I already have Seducer as well. Pretty solid rare actually. On the A1, single attack, reasonable chance of placing sleep for a turn. On the A2, this is the AoE, really solid chance, can be booked up to 100 of placing the weak form of decrease attack. On the A3, we have the increased defense on all allies, reasonable chance, also a block debuffs for a turn as well. When you ascend that, the block debuffs basically jumps up to 2 turns. You get that on a 4-turn cooldown when booked. Also comes with an A4, which many champions don't actually, particularly rare champions. Places an ally protection buff on all allies for 2 turns. Now this is only when you have Temptress on the team. I do have Temptress as well as Seducer. That may be something I'll do in a future video if you're interested. If you want to see the Seducer Temptress pair up in action in a future video, leave a comment down below and let me know, and I'll look at building those 2 up. Also an aura ally HP in all battles by 25%. Reasonably solid, it's all battles, so it's going to work in Doom Tower. But yeah, not a bad Void rare. Oh, I didn't want to come out of there, but here we go. Here's the third one, third Void. What are we going to get? There's a lag, it's an epic. Seer, yes, now Seer. I'm really happy with this one, guys. I really need that Mausoleum Mage now, and I can start to build a speedrun team for Dragon 20, because I'm currently doing it pretty slow, kind of 5 or 6 minutes with a safe team. Yeah, fantastic epic. On the A1, single attack, 15% chance of granting the extra turn, it's okay. The A2 places increased crit rate buff on all allies, also places weaken on all enemies. 4-turn, book down to 3. A3 is what she's all about though, the Karma Burn. Starts off by removing all buffs from all allies and enemies. That's where Mausoleum Mage comes in as a partnership. Then attacks all enemies. The damage actually increases based on the number of removed buffs. And she has a 50% chance of placing a sleep debuff for a turn as well. And the chance of placing the sleep increases by 5% for each buff that she removes. It does state, however, that it inflicts less damage to bosses. So Seer is one of those that's going to help you get through the waves very quickly. But when it comes to the boss, like the dragon, for example, her job's basically done. You do want to book this down to 4 turns. You do want to try and get like a renegade or what's his name? Prince Kaimar. or even a Painkeeper actually to reduce the cooldown and get it ready for the second wave if you're looking for speedruns. Comes with an aura as well, unlocked under Ascension level 3. Ally resist in all battles by 40. It's kind of nothing. She's all about that karma burn, and guys, I'm so happy with this one. This one is definitely getting built up ASAP. That's kind of done it for me. I've come out of it again. I didn't want to do that. Here we go. Fourth void. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Another great void would be... Oh, it's a rare. What have we got? My second Draconis. Draconis is a really solid rare, actually, in terms of shields and HP. Yeah, I've already got him. I've got him built up to 50. This one's probably going to be a book for me. Fantastic rare, actually, but let's move on for time. I don't want to make this video like 30 minutes long. Here we go. What have we got? It's another rare. Oh, Reliquary Tender. I have not pulled Reliquary Tender up until now. Many of you probably know about this champ, one of the best rare champions out there. Let's take a look at the skill set on the A1. Single attack, 20% chance of placing the weak form of decrease attack. That can be booked up, get it up to, what is it, 20, 30, 40, 50% chance. On the A2, this is kind of what she's all about. It's a complete debuff cleanse, removes all debuffs from all allies, then places a continuous heal buff on them. When you ascend it, goes from the weak form to the strong form. You definitely want to get the cooldown on this to 3 turns to get the full effectiveness out of her. Really happy with this one as well, guys. And the A3, Call to Life, revives an ally. She's also about this as well, fills their turn meter by 30%. Long cooldown on this, not the best reviver, but she's all about this one here with the all-team cleanse and the continuous heal. Works great in something like Spider, pull off the poisons, or Dragon with the poisons as well. Fantastic rare, actually. Really happy to pull that one as well. 2 more. Can I finish off this good run of voids with a Lego? Let's see what happens. 2 chances at it. It's a rare. It's nothing to talk about. Interceptor. One of the worst void rares out there, but I can't complain with what I've pulled so far. 1 more to go, guys. Here we go. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? It's a rare, and it's Renegade. Now, Renegade is fantastic. Renegade also makes the speed runs possible as well. I've got 2 cold hearts. One of them fully built. One of them's almost there. Pair of them with a Renegade in Spider, and you're going to start getting Spider speed runs as well. This is fantastic, actually. Let me show you the skill set on her. On the A1, we have a single attack. Small chance of placing heal reduction. Ascended up, you get the strong form of heal reduction. On the A2, attacks randomly at three times. Reasonable chance of placing decreased speed, the weak form. Also places the weak form of decreased accuracy for 2 turns if the target has any active buffs. But she's all about the A3 here. Sacrificial Ritual decreases the cooldown of all ally skills by 2 turns. It's on a long cooldown. You don't necessarily need to worry about this, because if you're setting your team up right, she's only going to use it once with the 2 cold hearts, with the Seer and the Mausoleum Mage, with the speed runs through the waves in Dragon. Fantastic champion, and basically she will take 30% of her max HP damage, and that will happen even if it kills her. She comes with an aura, ally resist in all battles by 40. I'm really happy with that, guys. And you know what, guys? I'm going to hold on to my Sacred. I believe it's ×2 Sacred next weekend. Because I'm happy with those voids that I've pulled right there. Seer being the highlight for me. Renegade also being fantastic, and Reliquary Tender. So, guys, it's been a good one. Hope you've enjoyed it. Yeah, leave the comments, leave the likes. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and guys, I'll see you in the next video, hopefully tomorrow, but I'm going to be working on my first account takeover tomorrow, so I may not have time to post a video tomorrow. It'll be a few days before I get my account take up on the channel. So guys, thank you very much. Mr. Missing in Action, peace out, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know I'm going to enjoy building up these new champs I've just acquired. Goodbye.